Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for my Norwich City versus Swansea City preview coming up this Saturday, of course. So yeah, massive game. I've said this for like the past 3 previews, but this is probably the biggest game of our season, mainly because if we win it, we go into the next game feeling confident. We could pick up a couple of more wins. We lose it, or maybe even draw it, we go into the next couple of games not feeling confident against big teams, thinking, hang on a minute, we might not get a point before Christmas. You know, that's how much is riding on this game, and that's how much the players need to turn up, because this game means more to us than it does Swansea. Swansea aren't going to be in a relegation fight come the end of the season. Admittedly, they aren't that far off us, but they're not going to be there come the end of the season. They're just going through a bit of a sticky patch. So this is probably the best time to be playing them. They've got some of their best players out of form. But it means a lot to us because this game is huge. It really is. We get 3 points and we pull away from the bottom 3 a bit. They all look crap, but at the same time, it can turn in an instant, and that's why you need to be taking opportunities like that. I've done some research. I've got some stats for you that I'm going to be firing at you. Bafintimbi Gomez, of course, Swansea's striker, has gone 7 games without a goal in the league, and before that, he had 9 goals in 10. So this shows the calibre of the striker, but the contrast in form he's gone through this season. He started the season superbly well. Now he's probably one of the most out-of-form strikers in the league. And a really key stat here is he's been the most offside in the league this season. 3 times more than any other player has been offside. This guy's been offside like 30-odd times this season. That shows that he likes to hug the shoulder of defenders, but he's not really willing to put in a massive shift in a game, which could play into our hands, but at the same time, Gomez is a good striker. He knows what he's doing. If he hugs the shoulder of Bennett and Basong, who are trying to push forward, he could easily catch us on the break. Counter-attacking football. Swansea like to play it. Gomez likes to play it. You know, that could be where we really fall up. Jonjo Shelvey has the worst shot conversion in the Premier League. Now, on the surface, that might look like, Jonjo Shelvey's crap. But we all know that Jonjo Shelvey is a class player and he likes a shot at goal. Admittedly, he's had over 30 shots at goal this season and hasn't scored one of them. But it shows that Swansea aren't afraid to take a shot. And if we have John Ruddy in goal, that could mean problems. Now, I'm not saying it's the goalkeeper's fault, because it's obviously the midfield that are allowing Jonjo Shelvey to get in these positions to have a strike. So that's why in my predicted 11 I've put Malumbu and Tete in there, because Swansea have these players like Jonjo Shelvey that we need to shut down quicker than what we have been this season. Jefferson Montero, one of Swansea's best players and probably the best player for me, for them, has put in the most amount of crosses in the Premier League this season, but Sebastian Basong, our wonderful centre-back, has made the most amount of clearances at 104. So that shows to me that Swansea like width. They like whipping it into Gomez, the tall striker. And we need to really look at that as a key area and say we need to be shutting down these wingers, because we know how bad we are at shutting down crosses. We just can't do it. We're incapable of shutting down crosses at times. So Whittaker and whoever plays on the left, whoever plays on the right, really needs to make sure that they're not allowing these crosses to come in. You know, force them on their weaker foot, put on the pressure, and make it so it's very difficult to be whipping in crosses. And if they are whipping in crosses, make sure that our centre-backs are in a good position and know where our men are to be able to clear it, because we've seen a couple of times this season, I'm thinking about Rondon's goal for West Brom, where the crosses sort of come in and Basong's thought that we're going to be shutting it down earlier, and he's not really in the position, so he's backing off, and it's all kinds of chaos then. So defensive positioning is absolutely huge this week. But one of the positives, Swansea travel to Carrow Road knowing that Carrow Road is a bit of a bogey ground for them. They've won just once in 15 outings at Carrow Road, so that shows to me that Swansea might be coming here with in the back of their mind that they haven't won here for an awful long time, which is obviously plays into our hands. But as I said, massive game. It's just key that we get the basics right this time. Alex Neil indicated in our last game that, you know, all he can do is send his players out there with individual duties, one common goal and a formation. If we're not doing our basics, there's absolutely no point in even looking at that, because we saw at Manchester City last week, we got everything right except for the individual basics, and that can cost us, and it has cost us a lot of points this season already. So if we can eradicate that, I feel we're good enough to beat Swansea. So, score prediction. You know, I'm massively nervous for this. You know, I'm going for I'm going for a 2-1. I think Swansea will score. But I think we have enough and enough going forwards to eradicate that and go on to win this game. Massive, massive game. Now, I'm really, really nervous for this, actually. But who knows? All we can do is go out there with a good setup and just play the hardest we can and just not slip up with these stupid errors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Loads and loads of content coming out this weekend, all revolving around the Swansea game. Fan cams. If you want a fan cam, come outside the hotel near the Barclay or on the Barclay after the game. We'll be there interviewing. If you want to get some score predictions in, try and find me around the game before. Yeah, just come. If you see me at the ground, you know, a lot of people do, but come and say hello. I don't bite. We'll have a chat about the game, all of that good stuff. We could even slag off some players if you want. I don't really care, but it'd be great to see some of you guys before and after the game. So thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, share it about if you want. That'd be cool. And yeah, I'll see you later. Peace out.